we're in this.
Yeah.
In this together here.
Yes, we are. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Went to go to the comic book store.
Yeah,
Saw what was around there. You gotta hold up to your face, man.
Yeah, we got some, I got some sequel figures.
Yeah.
And
Sequels.
you got some Pokemon cards, and, you know,
Yeah.
you love Pokemon.
I mean, some of the cards are really cool, man. I can't lie.
Like, who's your favorite,
Favorite?
Pokemon
Oh,
ever?
dude. I mean, favorite? Probably, I don't know. Probably like a Charizard. Probably favorite, man.
Yeah,
Like the most aesthetic, and obviously that's why those cards do really well.
he's a good one. I like, Sock, the martial arts blue. He's a blue guy. He's a Gion and stuff.
Yeah,
He's cool looking.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm not like big into Pokemon, but some of them they look cool because
Yeah, I'm not big into it either, man.
yeah.
But
I mean, I used to watch it like when I was a kid. I'm like when they had it on Cartoon Network,
of
and
course,
it
yeah,
was good.
yeah,
It
it's what I grew up on too.
Yeah,
I played the games too as a kid. I played Black and White. That was probably like one of my favorites. And yeah, I mean, it's a real like nostalgic thing. I obviously these like Pokemon cards, it's like crazy how I mean, just how like obsessed people have gotten with them, how greedy
yeah,
people have gotten with them. I mean, I just saw like earlier today that like a couple of stores in like New York City are just being robbed,
yeah, dude,
out
that's
of all the
insane.
cards because I guess these people just want like I mean, they want a big ticket card so they can just make a
Yeah,
bunch, make a bunch of money.
they can make all this money off
Yeah,
for like whatever,
and they just steal, bro,
over a piece of cardboard.
over a piece of cardboard, dude.
Yeah, and there's
It
people.
hasn't, yeah.
Wait, no, go ahead.
Well, I mean, it has like nothing to do with the actual community of like Pokemon.
No, it doesn't.
No,
It
and
has
like
nothing to do.
I'll be honest, like a lot of them are pretty nerdy and whatever. But when I watch like the conventions and stuff, when they all are like doing deals with each other, everybody's there to like help each other.
Yeah,
They all want to be honest and make good deals because they're all in love with the community. And
it's like they actually love doing the things that they're
yeah,
doing because they're doing it for like to share their interests with
yeah,
other people, and
100%.
yeah, I mean it's like people do that with like Star Wars too. You gotta like
It's a
actually,
community of people.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, hundred
um
percent.
yeah, it's not like artificial, like stuff that people do. That's not why they trade these, like, collectibles, and they
It's not for the money, really.
yeah,
It's not. Yeah,
it's to actually like show people these cool like characters, and spread their, like what they grew up on with a new generation
yeah,
of people.
that too. It's also cool because it like yeah, it's like it's stuff that's passed down to like generations.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's generation to generation. It's like a story that that people tell you for like generations, and like when those kids grow up, they tell
yeah,
their children, and then when their children grow up, they tell them.
yeah. Especially like Star Wars,
Yeah,
like because it's all mythology.
it is
It
at the end
is.
of the
Yeah,
day.
and it's storytelling,
It
and that's
is.
mythology.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. It's amazing
it
stuff.
is amazing stuff because it helps orient us in the world. It
Yeah,
teaches us about morals and stuff.
it really does, and like George Lucas, he just thought up this world, where people like have these abilities, and they can like transcend their consciousness, into
Mhm.
like an astral plane of existence, and it was like the biggest thing in the world, for decades, like, and nobody thought that like Star Wars would be successful like when it first came out, because it was just like this little, you know movie that like was about like this boy on like a farm, and and but it was massive. Like it was a movie that like nobody
The
expected.
blockbuster, it
Yeah,
really hit off. Yeah,
it was like the ultimate blockbuster.
yeah, and like yeah, George Lucas, like I know he went to like art school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
and I know he studied like anthropology, and
Exactly.
and one of his greatest friends was Joseph Campbell, who
Yeah,
was all he would do is study mythology.
he would.
Yeah, and yeah, and I remember George Lucas talking about like how his dad had such like doubt in him for like because he wanted him to come back to work at like some office firm that he had,
Yeah.
but Lucas didn't want to do that. He was really passionate about the arts, about yeah, just about the arts and everything he was doing.
Yeah, like going to school and
Yeah,
stuff, you
he
know.
he liked film, and he
Yeah,
thought he had like he just thought he could see a little bit better than most people.
he
Like it
could.
came easy to him, he would say. Yeah,
Yeah, George Lucas, yeah, he was a lot like that. You know, he really put a lot of effort into like all the movies, the six films that, he made.
yeah.
And I mean I really do love going back to all the Star Wars movies. Like, the original trilogy is the best ever. I mean, in history. It's like it's just not a competition.
So hero, I mean, it's such a great depiction of the hero's journey.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
it's
that's what I like. I watched the trilogies a bunch of times. A bunch
yeah.
of times growing up.
Yeah, man. I've seen all, 9 episodes of Star Wars, but none of them compare to like Empire Strikes Back, because that's just like it's the holy grail of movies, in a lot of ways. It's like the greatest film ever made, because it's like nonstop, action, and like it's very there's a lot of dark themes that it deals with, that are still relevant today, and it stood the test of time, and it's almost like 50 years old. I mean, it's 46 years old now,
Yeah, it
which
is
is
crazy
it's
that these
insane.
movies are really old now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're almost going to be a century old. I mean, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
half a
like
century,
yeah,
but it's yeah.
exactly.
Um,
I know A New Hope is going to be 50 years old, I think, next year, because it came out in 77. So yeah, that's like almost 50 years ago.
yeah,
It's insane.
and it's just crazy that like obviously they didn't have the kind of technology they have now.
No,
Like Lucas was, it,
it was all stop motion. That's what they had to do. They had to like they had to make the
yeah,
AT-AT walkers, or all like the creatures were like stop motion. It was no like CGI, and everything would have to like when they sculpted it, it would have to dry for like months
they had to be really creative
on
because they
end.
had less to work with. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah,
like today we're so used to like CGI armies and all that stuff, but they didn't have that back then. It
yeah,
wasn't, it's not like in the newer films, they totally like overused the CGI, and
yeah. I feel it was just like less like yeah, less like centralized and stuff. Like it was just like I don't know. It was cool with, like what they had to do because they had to be more creative with it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like they didn't have all the technology and stuff, so they had to like
they had to think.
improvise. Yeah, improvise. Yeah,
Yeah, and like the prequels, people had a lot of problems with the CGI, and like they over bloated them with so much
CGI.
CGI, and
Yeah,
it's just like it's it just looks like in Attack of the Clones, it's like people like running in front of like a cartoon and stuff on like the Battle of Geonosis. It looks like really bad. And on like Coruscant, the chase scene on Coruscant where Anakin and Obi-Wan go after that bounty hunter
yeah.
woman, it's like total like it looks, it's just unfinished, and like I don't know, even Revenge of the Sith had CGI problems. Like they kind of over relied on it on the where Anakin and Obi-Wan were fighting each other. It's like, can you like calm down?
Mustafar.
Yeah, and on like Obi-Wan's like the lizard thing that he rides, like it looks very like,
I like that. I thought that like the
I mean,
like the animal creatures were cool. Like the creatures
yeah,
were cool.
but it's just a little overdone though, in
Do you remember
places.
in like Attack of the Clones
Yeah,
when Padme was being like assassinated from
yeah, the poisonous slugs.
yeah, and that one bounty hunter that was sent by Jango Fett.
Yeah, Zam Wessel.
Yeah, like and then she like her face turned into like how like
It
it
was
turned.
green
Yeah,
because
yeah, like
that's what she is. It's like her species.
yeah.
They like
But like
disguise
that looked so
themselves.
fake to me. It was pretty bad.
It looked bad. And
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just the CGI in the prequels. It was also the writing. Like Anakin was not written correctly as a character. He just like, especially in like the first movie. I mean, they should not have had him as a kid. He should have been like a teenager, because it would have been more age appropriate for Padme, like to have him as a love interest. And it was awkward. you know?
Like she was like
Yeah,
16 when he was 10.
yeah.
And then yeah,
It's like
it gets a little awkward.
it's like a 6 year age gap, and then
Yeah.
you have like, yeah, and I mean he was kind of like whiny, and he's just kind of like, I mean, he's not a bad character. He's annoying, kind of.
When I when saw Hayden Christensen's performance in Ahsoka as Anakin, I was just like blown away because
It was amazing.
well, it was amazing because the choreography was phenomenal from especially from Hayden Christensen. And he also like completely incorporated Anakin, the Anakin from the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what it
yeah,
should have been.
yeah,
I mean, the whole point of the Clone Wars was to make the prequels better because it was made by people who didn't like enjoy the
prequels
prequels.
as much. Yeah,
Yeah, and they wanted to make the characters more engaging and believable, and that's what they did.
they were. Yeah,
They were a lot better than they were in the movies.
I feel like Revenge of the Sith is like too much of a love story, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's
It's just
got
clunky. It's just
problems.
clunky
It's a
writing.
great movie.
It's a great
It's
movie.
one of the
Yeah,
best in the franchise, but it's not as good as like the originals because
yeah,
it or the sequels because it has issues. It's got its fair share of problems.
yeah.
Like it still suffers from the
I gotta take this sweater off. I'm getting hot.
okay, it still suffers from the problems that the
Yeah.
Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones had. Um, because it's like Anakin just goes from like wanting to stop Palpatine, and then he goes to like killing children,
Yeah.
like the next second. It's like he,
I think we talked about this before, but like the way I sorry interrupting you, but the way like I rationalize it, try to conceive it is like he was having like a mental breakdown, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's
Excuse
like
me.
I understand like like Revenge of the Sith is like it's a great movie, but it's
Mhm.
not. It just can't be like at the top of a list of best Star Wars movies. It's still kind of mid.
Yeah.
At the very like it's not the originals, and it's not as good as Rogue One. Like it could be as good as those movies. It just doesn't click like in the end. Like it feels still kind of drawn out. And there's parts that are just amazing, like the opening sequence, and there's
Yeah.
great story beats. But it's just if
Yeah.
George Lucas, wrote Anakin a little bit better as a character, and if he had a little more supervision, it would have been like a flawless film.
Yeah.
It could have been.
Yeah. Yeah. I I mean I really liked it. I just really enjoyed it because I
Yeah,
mean it was what I grew up on and it was
exactly.
always like my favorite, but I just thought it was like that. It was just cool that I got to see, like, especially in live action, like the tragedy of Anakin Skywalker, because it was cool to. What happened? Oh, you're good. It's still on. Oh, it needs to connect then. Here, here, still hit that button.
Yeah,
But I just liked it because I thought it captured like Anakin's breakdown
yeah,
so
dude,
well. Like it was cool. It was like watching like I
it's
kind of felt like
awesome.
yeah. Why I thought like I think he did a good job at like really showing like where his emotions came from. Like although the writing was clunky and like
Yeah,
Anakin wasn't captured as well, but like wasn't captured the best or like portrayed the best,
no,
whatever. Uh, I still like that we got to see how Darth Vader became Darth. Like I think that part was cool. Yeah,
exactly,
like
bro. It was beautiful. That
yeah,
like those story beats were great, but there were just some bad,
like
parts.
losing his mom. I think that was a great scene. I
Yeah,
think that was
that was
so well
fine.
done. I think that was so well done.
Yeah,
And I
dude.
yeah
I just didn't like, where he kills the children and stuff, the younglings. It's a bit,
that's the whole that's him
yeah.
turning to the dark
Or
side.
I mean, like where he just, once he kills Mace Windu, and he just like he's like you should stop the Chancellor, and then he's like, no,
Yeah.
like I need him, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, I think it's just like he was so like
That,
distraught. He was just so messed up and distraught because he was like
yeah,
he listened to the Jedi Council and
like he listened to them too much.
yeah, and that's why like he feel like he lost it. That's why he feels like he lost his mom.
Yeah,
So like but he also it's hard because like dude, you have to realize that he was raised by them at 10 years old,
yeah,
and he that's all years of his life, like half of his life has been in the Jedi Order. So but he also had great love for Padme, and after losing his mother, it was like the only thing he had. So he had like it was such like a struggle for him. You
Yeah,
know what I
he had
mean?
nothing, like, in the end, like, he
He
lost
lost everything
or he pushed
because
people away,
yeah,
and, well, like, not everyone he knew dies, but, like, he ended up dying, like, pretty young. Anakin, he could have, like, had everything that he wanted. Like, he could have had a family, and, like, he really affected, like, Ahsoka's, well-being in a lot of ways. Like, he pushed her away out of the order. Like, she kind of saw, the flaws in the Jedi Order. Like, that's why she left, and, like, Anakin did too. And, like, that was why he turned to the dark side. It's like, I don't know, it just makes both, like, sides seem pointless in a way. Like, the whole, like, Jedi and Sith conflict, like, it is pointless. And, like, the newer characters, like, Balin Skull from
mhm.
Ahsoka, like, he kind of, like, deconstructs the whole, like, Jedi Order thing, or the Jedi and Sith thing. It's pointless, it really is. And he, like, we don't really know, like, what he's going after. I mean, it's probably, like, the power of the Mortis gods. That's where we saw him at the end of Ahsoka season one. He was like,
Does
he's
he want to maybe destroy both orders?
yes, that's what I'm
Yeah,
getting at.
yeah,
Yeah, he's, like, trying to go after both of them.
hmm
Maybe he's just jealous of
yeah.
Anakin, or maybe I don't know, maybe he didn't really like his ideas. Maybe he wants to, like, improve on them. I guess it's like he's trying to, like, do right, like what Anakin did wrong. It's something that, I mean, it's
He
interesting.
maybe thinks he sees beyond it all.
Yeah,
Yeah, even beyond like
like, he really
the
doesn't.
significance of Anakin himself.
Yeah,
Maybe he thinks he can, yeah, somehow find another way, a loophole. Yeah,
exactly. But he's really just insane, Balin Skull. I mean, he's just, he's not, like, they're not Jedi or Sith. Him and Shin Hati, the the show, like,
they're force wielders. Yeah,
yeah, they're dark Jedi. That's what they
hmm
call them. Or they're not Jedi or Sith. It's like, Kylo Ren and Snoke too. They're not Jedi or Sith.
yeah,
They're completely, like, different from that. They use the dark side. That's all it
yeah.
is.
They're force wielders too. Yeah,
Yeah, but they don't affiliate with the Jedi or the Sith. It's, something entirely different.
yeah.
That's like the Knights of Ren. Maybe that's where this is all going. I don't know. I mean, the
Could be
Balin and Shin, like, they're they could be part of
Knights of Ren.
the early forms of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and in, like, the Acolyte, like, we saw the first Knight of Ren, ever. And, like, it's like tying into the sequels in a way.
hmm
Like, I mean, that's, like, kind of the Mandoverse. It's like the prequel to the sequels in a way. It's like the Clone Wars of its era. You know.
yeah. Well, I'm excited to see season two of Ahsoka. I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah,
Season one was just amazing. I loved it. I really did.
it was great. I mean, there were some problems, like, where Ezra, like, I mean, no, where Sabine didn't tell Ezra about Thrawn. She was just like, some stuff happened, like the Emperor died, the Battle of Andor. I mean, that was not the best. And I mean, but I mean, the hate was just, I mean, it was beyond believable. I mean, what are your,
Oh, the fans. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, they said Ahsoka was boring, like the character, not the
yeah.
show. Like, why would you, like, what do you think of that?
I mean, out of what like,
They
no offense to the sequels and stuff, but like, honestly, like,
just the acting, like they said, was Woden, Rosario Dawson, Ahsoka. Like
I
they
think it
said,
was fine. Like, I don't
yeah,
think it was anything. Like, I don't think the acting was like amazing, but I think they all did their job just
yeah.
fine. Yeah,
And I mean, like, I loved Balin Skull. Like, he was the best character in the show. I mean,
he was really really good.
yeah. I mean,
It
it's
was.
like,
I think yeah, he was good. It
yeah.
was very good.
I mean, yeah, it's like Ray Stevenson in his, final performance
Mhm.
ever.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what season two, like what it looks like, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing much else that's going to be going on. Andor season three came out, right? Or season two?
Season two.
Season two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
That,
see what happens.
yeah, I mean, they're not continuing, and or it's
Mhm.
over after 2 seasons. And I think,
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the last yeah, and I think Ahsoka season 2 is going to be like the last live action show for a
mhm.
while. So, you
They're
know,
gonna dial it back a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know. Uh,
I didn't really like Visions. I watched Visions. I didn't really like it.
well, I thought it was fine. I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, no, yeah. I have to give it another shot. Let's
Yeah,
say,
I mean,
yeah,
it's worth a watch. I mean, you know.
100%. But I mean, I don't know, nothing really else Star Wars I can think of.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there's like the Ray movie and the Jedi New Jedi Order, and I think Rogue Squadron
Mhm.
was, yeah, it's like after the Rise of Skywalker. They're like coming out with it, I think next year.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's gonna like tie into the Ray movie or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Be interesting.
should be.
Cause I hope.
Did you watch the first season of Avatar, like the live action?
Yeah, the Last Airbender.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
live action one.
I loved.
You
Yeah,
liked it?
I loved it. I don't
I
know
loved
why.
it too.
Yeah, people like hated on it a little too much.
I thought it was cool because it was like it followed like the original storyline of the show. Like it kept like a
Yeah,
lot of its aspects intact,
I know.
but also kind of like it was like a different like take on it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
dude.
Like there's things were slightly different. It was I think it was really really good.
Yeah, and I mean,
The acting was pretty good.
it was awesome. The
Yeah,
acting. I mean, I love the Aang actor. He was great. And he like,
yeah. I think it was. I think they all did a good job.
yeah. I mean, that kid was like, really young when he was when he was Aang. He
So I went to like the Verizon store
yeah,
and I was getting my phone, like my SIM card replaced. It was a while ago when the show came out, and the guy was super cool. We were just talking,
yeah,
and he goes like, "Oh, have you ever watched the new Last Airbender?" I was like, "Yeah." Oh no, I was like, "No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched the live action, but I'm going to watch it."
yeah.
And I grew up in the show. I love it. And then he was like, "Oh, you look just like the Ahsoka actor." And I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, like I looked him up, and I'm like, I mean, no, he's not like a bad looking guy by any means. Or anything. He's just like I don't know if I look like him.
I don't think so, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was rough for me, but
It was. I mean, it was a good show. It could have been better, I think, in certain places. Like, I mean, people said like it wasn't as accurate of a remake as like like One Piece. Like people like loved that a lot more because it was like more accurate supposedly to the source material
yeah,
and
more
stuff.
to the T and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, like it was more in depth with or intact with the lore
yeah,
and all that. But
hmm
I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a fine Avatar show. I mean, it's been a decade since the
right.
Legend of Korra ended,
I mean,
and they've done nothing since.
we had the great honor of watching the terrible movie that they produced a while back.
Oh yeah, well, that was in like 2010. I mean, dude, like the show is like everything that movie should have been.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was such a failure,
Yeah,
unfortunately. Yeah,
it was bad. I mean, I'm not really big in. I mean, I like M Night Shyamalan, but most of his movies are pretty bad.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're not great. I'll be honest.
yeah. I mean, other than like The Sixth Sense, The Visit, and like The Village with, Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, that was a good one. Well, right up until the end,
Yeah,
it wasn't great, but other than that, I mean,
Vinland Saga season 3. It should be good.
I don't know when that's coming out. I hope soon.
Yeah. Have you read any of the manga?
Not lately, but I know the manga, pretty well.
Yeah, season 3 should be interesting.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean,
A lot of people that I've talked to, they don't like season 2. Like a lot of people shut off.
no, no.
Oh. And because they say like, oh well, like Thorfinn became a bitch, and like all these things, but it's a big part of the character development.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I think it was amazing to see like I mean the story that they're telling from how he went from being such a rageful person to someone who just wants peace. I thought
Yeah,
that's a great it was a great story arc
I
and
know, man,
yeah
and I just loved like where he, finally like kills Askeladd, and
yeah
what he
go for it
finally
sorry
like
yeah
he finally like
well he
becomes
doesn't kill Askeladd but
no, like wasn't it Thorkel that
King Canute
oh, King Canute.
yeah
Yeah.
I mean, he really killed himself, Askeladd, but
Yeah,
King Canute was the one to actually like stab him in the chest.
yeah,
But Askeladd was a really interesting character.
he
Like I think he
was.
was just as a, yeah, he was really interesting.
He was one of the best in the show,
Yeah,
dude. You
because
know.
he ended up being somebody. He ended up being a Welsh like slave, or his mother was from Wales, and his father was a Danish like
Yeah,
mongrel like lord, and
warmonger.
yeah, and how like even though he lived amongst the Danes, he always like despised them, loathed them, and
Yeah,
what he really cared about was his blood that was from from his mother and from Wales and from all of the England island, which was at like times ago when the Romans were there was Britannia. So
yeah.
he saw himself as having some royal blood. Like he saw himself as more civilized and just
He
yeah,
he believed that like he was superior.
yeah, exactly. Like he saw what the Danes were and he despised them
Yeah,
and he wanted to hold on to his the Roman blood that he had
yeah, man.
supposedly. Well, yeah, supposedly they had.
Like that his ancestors
Yeah,
had.
exactly. They were from the times of Britannia when Rome founded when they occupied Britain, and they're the ones who built London.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's like where the London is in the show, like
yeah,
where Thorfinn fights Thorkel, right?
yes,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
It's London. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It was like the Anglo Saxons and all
yes,
those people who came in. They eventually took the land as the Romans left because the
right.
Romans, the West was crumbling,
Oh,
and
of
yeah,
course, yeah, and that's like what the Middle Ages like was all about.
yeah,
In
yeah,
real life too, it was King Charlemagne, like he kind of like conquered a lot of Britain, and England became a lot more powerful, like
yeah.
under royal blood, because it was able to they were able to conquer a
Hmm.
lot more in
Yeah,
terms of like soil, and they had more territories, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean I just I love Vinland Saga. Like
so good,
it's
man.
such an underrated series, and I don't know anyone who has seen it other than you. Like
Yeah.
it's like the best show that like
No, I don't.
nobody talks about.
I don't really know. You are the only one who I know who has watched it.
Yeah,
Um, it's great because I think ultimately it's like a message to the West
yeah,
because we kind of think of ourselves as like very like just bad people, and we've caused a lot of slavery and all these things, and which is all true, but
it's
you look at Thorfinn, he was a Norse warrior, and he literally participated in pillaging villages, enslaving the people, in all of that.
that,
And he
well,
then goes, yeah,
that's what the Vikings. Well, sorry
that's
not
what
to
they did.
interrupt you, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what the Vikings were. They
yeah.
were bad people,
Yeah, I mean, sure.
but
Um,
they raided villages, and
yeah, yeah, they weren't great.
you know,
That stuff was not great. Ransacking the
no,
monasteries and all that was not good stuff. But
no,
at the end of the day, it's a part of history.
yeah,
Besides that, it's just cool to see that Thorfinn, being a Norse warrior and all the harm he caused, turns around and has this revelation and sees that he needs to like atone for his sins and that everything the Norse culture stands for is wrong. So he becomes like a Christian, and
yeah.
or he has Christian ideals and stuff, and he goes and he turns it all the way around. So I think it's like a cool message. I feel like it's a message to the West
It
because
is,
it's an anime and it's a Japanese who's
yeah,
making it,
man.
and yeah,
And there were, I think, in real life, like some of the people were characters were real in Vinland Saga. Like Thorfinn was and Thorkel were real. Well,
yes, Leif Erikson was real too.
yeah,
Yeah,
and wasn't Askeladd real? Or I don't know
I don't
about
know.
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Thorkel was real. I know that he
Yes,
was like huge. He was like this guy that was like very tall. And they called him Thorkel the Tall. Because
yeah,
he
yeah,
was like over 7 feet, which was insane for back then. And
yeah. That's insane today.
yeah, I
That's
know it
insane
is,
today.
and he was like
If it's
super
That's a lot.
strong.
It might have been over exaggerated, but yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean, he was like able to kill people with his bare hands, and
Yeah.
like just Yeah, and I don't know, Thorfinn I don't think is the same as in the show as he was in real life. Like he wasn't like a warrior, or he was more like
No, no, I don't think he was. He was not. Yeah,
no, he was more of like a farmer or
something
something.
like that. He was not a
Yeah,
warrior though.
yeah, but I mean the show's like totally fictional. Like none of it that happened, didn't happen in real life. Like a lot of it.
It's not totally fictional.
Yeah, I
I
mean
mean, the
it's
Danes conquered England. You know, they
yeah, well
went on a
they did.
conquest to England. I mean, Canute, is real. Like all that stuff's pretty accurate. But
Yeah,
revolving like Thorfinn and a lot of
like he wasn't
yeah,
involved in any of that stuff in
no,
real
of course
life.
not. Yeah, yeah, but
I don't know. Vinland Saga is just. I mean, it's an underrated masterpiece, and it should be more famous. I mean, there's like many shows and movies and whatever that should be a lot more popular, and Vinland Saga is just like it's kind of at the top of the of that list. I feel like in so many ways,
yeah,
it's just. I mean, I'm just glad that it has like a cult following
mm,
though, but I wish it was more commercially successful. Like over here, not I don't know anyone who knows
Vinland Saga.
about it
Yeah, no,
yet.
I know.
It's just like people have seen it,
It's
but
just so relatable to me. That's
yeah,
the reason why I love it, is because I know I understand it's relatable for a lot of people, for a lot of young men and
yeah.
stuff.
I mean, I know people who have watched it, but they don't like binge it like we do. Like
Yeah,
they're not like super into it. Like
yeah, they've watched it, but they're
yeah,
not in love with it.
like they know the name. It's like oh Vinland Saga, but they've like probably never seen a full episode
Yeah,
of it like we have, and it's just yeah, it's.
yeah,
I wish it had more.
yeah. I do too, man. Well, it's gonna come out. Season three is gonna come out.
I hope.
Yeah,
I mean, there hasn't been a lot of talk about it lately.
yeah. I don't know what the studio's doing and stuff, but it will come out eventually.
I mean, what do you think it's gonna be about? Like,
Well, I mean, I don't want to like spoil anything. I don't know if you read the manga and stuff.
well, I know everything that
Yeah, I mean, it's going
happens
to
in
be
it.
about them trying to establish Greenland and Finland.
Yeah,
Yeah, Finland. um, and they're going to have contact with the Native Americans, so that's going to be,
yeah, that was in the
you know,
manga.
yeah, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, how they capture it, and how well it's done. I mean,
Uh,
I'm sure it'll be great because I love season two and season one. So
yeah, me too. I mean, season one was the best, though I thought of the two of them. But hey, I mean, they were both
both are
equally
really,
as good
yeah.
as each other.
I mean, it's just crazy though because they're so different. It's like kind of
Yeah,
watching a different show. So you can. It's hard to
it's
like. I like them both to be honest equally, but I also like them like for their separate things. You know what I mean?
right.
Because if like, season one, season two, such like if you were to watch, if you were never to watch like season one and then you started season two and then you went back to season one or vice versa, you would be like,
Yeah,
oh, these are two different shows, kind of. You know what I mean?
I know, man. It'd be hard to compare them
Yeah, yeah.
with each other.
Because Thorfinn's such a drastically different person in season two.
I know he's like the best character in like probably in cartoons that I can
In
think of.
anime, in any in story, yeah, he really is in
He
storytelling.
was like top three. He's amazing. Just the growth that he goes through and like everything that he loses, like
The sorrow that he felt,
yeah, like he loses his whole like well he gets separated from his mom and his
Yeah,
sister and his dad dies and like it's just a like it really ties at a lot of like emotional chords that we all have and
yeah,
it
100%.
really like makes you like feel for him. It's like he's a real person in a lot
Oh,
of ways.
absolutely. He feels more real than, and not any disrespect to anybody, but than some people. You know what I mean? Like he feels more like I
Yeah,
can relate. I can relate to him a lot. I resonate with him a lot.
I love him. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a fantastic character.
and I think it's just cool because like it's like Thorfinn, like watching him lose his dad Thor's, which was like this man that was all wise and all great and kind,
Yeah,
and seeing him having to now be like he's basically fathered by Askeladd. You know,
yeah,
like Askeladd becomes like his father, even though he treated him so cruelly. He was so crude to him. But it's just it just like it hits some kind of chord where it's just like oh like because everybody kind of has that like time when they were like a kid or a little bit older, maybe like they're tweens or like get to like their early teenage years or even whatever like before adulthood really starts to go like and you have like
yeah.
that transition, that pivotal, like that moment. Like I feel like we all have it where
Of
like the
course.
old world, like you're like not your paradise, but like it kind of like some it crumbles a bit. It crumbles and
Yeah,
like it
like
falls apart.
your childhood just it kind of like it go like the reality it just sets in
Yeah,
like your childhood just, you gotta let certain things go that you held on to when you were a kid. And like that's Thorfinn, he
Yeah,
he goes through like all this insane stuff like as a child. Like his dad was like,
traumatic stuff. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, seeing his dad die in front of him, I mean, he was like probably 6 years old, I think, right at the
yeah, yeah.
beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was so insane. And like he's a kid for a lot of season one, where
Yeah,
he's like, like 17 or 18, I guess.
16. Yeah,
Oh, 16.
yeah.
Okay. And he says a lot of,
16, 17. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right. Yeah,
he goes through a lot of things that, like most people like could never even like think of going through at that age. Like, and
he lost his innocence that day
yeah,
for sure.
and he's like, "I'm gonna kill Askeladd." Like he
Yeah,
says it to his face, like, "I'm gonna kill you,"
yeah,
for killing my father.
yeah.
And
He thought like revenge was the only. Yeah.
yeah, but it really wasn't.
No, and he realized in the end that he didn't hate Askeladd.
Oh, he
And
was.
I thought it was so beautiful, Askeladd's last words for him to him.
Yeah, what were they again? It was.
I'm paraphrasing him, but that basically Thorfinn had what it took to be a true warrior, to
Yeah,
be a,
that's what it was.
yeah, that like his father, he can go even further. He can take it even further. He can create that vision of Vinland. It's within
Yeah,
him because
because
he knows. Yeah, he's been through it all, and I just thought it was amazing because Askeladd like finally gave Thor's that sense of like that respect, and like he just like it was just like it's a great encouragement for like Thorfinn and stuff.
it was
Yeah,
awesome, and I mean, I really.
it was sad,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
sad, and also, like all the people that
It's so
Thorfinn.
beautiful though too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the people that Thorfinn loses, like when he's an adult too, like that guy, Bjorn, and like the other people on
yeah,
Askeladd's
yeah.
like whole like
Crew,
yeah,
yeah,
crew of Vikings, like
yeah.
I think they all die, or most of
Basically,
them.
based on
Yeah.
those, yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's like that was like Thorfinn's family, in a way too, because like he didn't have a family like when he was a child. Like
yeah.
he didn't
I mean,
see.
I don't think he really cared for them really that much. Like, I don't think they cared for him that much either.
Nah, but it's still like kind of sad because he didn't have like anybody to talk to like outside of
Oh
them.
yeah, absolutely. He was really alone.
Yeah,
I think he was sad though when when Askeladd did die though,
yeah,
and
he
uh,
was sad.
I think because he realized in the end he didn't really hate the guy.
No,
He was upset with everything, but at the end of the day, like he didn't hate the guy.
he was like kind of a mentor figure for
Yeah,
him in a way.
absolutely. Like yeah,
It's
and it's just a great show.
it's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like it's one of the best ever.
100%.
And it yeah, and it's sad like when Thorfinn like tries to kill Askeladd like a few times in the show, he just can't do it,
Yeah,
because it's like it's like his dad almost,
100%.
you know.
Yeah. Won't work.
Yeah.
You do?
No, I'm good.
Oh. But yeah,
Yeah. Is there anything else? Any other shows out there that?
I mean, nothing much more that I can think of.
What about like the next Avatar series, Seven
Thought about
Havens?
that. I'm just gonna step outside because I'm sweating like a motherfucker.
Okay.
I'll just end it.
Okay, that was good.
You want to stop it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can stop it.
That's good though.
Yeah.
First time, man.
How do you shut this thing off?
Oh,